What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Michelle. We are back with a new video. As you guys know, last week you only got one video because I was away in Los Angeles at the YouTube Black event. I gotta tell y'all, if you missed that video I did, it was very motivational and I got so much inspiration. And you know, I was in a room with a whole bunch of YouTubers that I didn't know, and some I did know, but most I did not know. But I got to know some of them, and I'm ready to, like I told you on Saturday, like I'm ready to revamp what we do. And I know a lot of people be like, well, I love the long videos, but see, you know what? Sometimes you can't get stuck and keep doing the same thing, because if you're doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So please don't be upset if you notice some changes to the show. I definitely want to try some new things. I want to do new segments. I definitely want to reach out to different people that do different things and bring it to our show, just to expand us too. Because you know, I really love doing this, but it is time to change. It's time to shake the shit up. And you know, I think that's something that, you know, Brandy also has been telling us too. Like, well, bitch, what the fuck? Like, what, you know, a lot of people, and you know, it was just so much fun. It was fun. I do want to address the video. This girl, Sasha for President, she made, I seen the video today. I happened to be tagged in it. And she was kind of questioning why YouTube would want to do an event such as just YouTube Black. Why would you want to segregate the black people from the white people and things like that? And you know, first I want to say, I'm glad that YouTube has finally recognized that, oh my God, we are not incorporating diversity with YouTube, because every time you see YouTube pages, they're always promoting white people. And we don't have nothing against white people, but it's like, bitch, when the Scorpion Show gonna be up on here? Like, I mean, we do hour-long videos that a lot of people can't do. That makes us unique. But YouTube, the president, Susan Wojcicki, she was saying that, you know, we had to look at ourselves and see, like, you know, we are not doing something right and we have to change this. And now she also said that they're going to be given, like, each, like, YouTube channel, I believe that was there, or maybe everybody else too, a partner manager, so that way you can communicate with someone within YouTube, so that way you can be aware of what's going on or what changes you should make to your show for suggestions and things like that. They also talked about really everyone they want people to use YouTube space. They have one in LA, they have one in New York, they have one in London, and I believe somewhere, I can't remember somewhere else. But you know, utilize those facilities. They have all of this equipment that you can use. She also talked about doing like the YouTube meetups. They want to do them quarterly. So that way it could be like either in New York or it could be in LA. But this way it'll bring creators together. And the number one thing besides storytelling that they were trying to promote with this event was to collaborate with each other. Collaborate. Like, let's see y'all work together. You know, don't just do what you do, like do something with somebody else. And we haven't really done collaborations like that. I think it would be fun. I don't know with who, so y'all let us know who. Like, I went over to the Beauty Girls, and I just was like, it seemed like y'all a little clique or whatever, but I'm going to introduce myself, and I was like, maybe I would love for one of you ladies to do like maybe a hair and makeup suggestion, maybe for 2 minutes on our show, because we have a viewership of 77% women. And we can't get makeup and beauty and natural hair advice. We can't do that. So it will be cute if one of them just stepped up on our show. So it was just a fun event, and YouTube wants to do this annually. And you know, I told YouTube about the blackout. And you know, I got the email, and I'm going to email her today. And you know, discuss it. Like I said, we've been doing this already. Maybe you guys didn't know, but we would love for YouTube to sponsor this, because now that y'all recognizing your black creators on YouTube, let's get YouTube to help out with this event. So hopefully things will work out. I'm going to pray on this, that this works out. And you know, to the girl, she said that she thinks that YouTube seen that we did the blackout, so now they really want to do something and eliminate us from doing that. that's not what the event was about. It was bringing inspirational speakers or motivational speakers there to speak to us, to inspire. And, you know, come on, I really felt like Mom Rocker Kill was kicking my ass when I was sitting there and she was just on the stage just speaking and, you know, telling her stories about stuff and why she do what she do in her movies and being Mary Jane and the game and all of that stuff, because she has stories that she wants to tell and she knows that it's going to engage people and get them to talk. So everyone can learn something from that. Talk about shit that will get people to talk, but know why you want to discuss it as well. So it was just great. It was great. And I really hope that YouTube puts the video, because they was recording a whole bunch of stuff. I hope that they put those videos on YouTube to inspire everybody, not just the people that were in the room. It was just a great experience. And they're going to have another one next year, but I'm really looking forward to the YouTube, like the meetups and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to that. And, you know, it took them 8 years, but hey, it was like they fucking reached out to the Scorpion Show. So thank you, YouTube. I hope that everyone doesn't look at this from a negative point of view. It was a good thing, and that the CEO of YouTube actually spoke about it and spoke about, you know, the freedom of what everyone basically spoke about, the freedom of YouTube and the things you could do, the things you can say that you can't do with, like, on television and stuff like that. They brought up Walter Scott, who was killed, I believe it was a year ago today, or a year ago yesterday, with the police, and she was saying like how police departments all the time want YouTube to take shit down, and they say no, because these are telling stories of what happened to people. So she said, no, we're not going to take this down. It was great. It was great. So shout out to everybody there, and you know, I hope that maybe next year you will be at the event, and you know, so everyone. Not you. I mean, well, I would love for you to be there next year, but everybody, like, for those that do YouTube, work hard. You know, just keep doing what you do. And if you have to change shit, you have to change shit if you want to be up with the motherfucking times.
I like the fact that they did do this event for the black YouTubers, because like you said, so many times you see the white YouTubers getting all the
praise and the stories,
and it's like, come on, like, you know, you got these black YouTubers. And to be quite honest with you, even though I don't really watch a lot of YouTube videos like that, the black bloggers are the ones that I know the most. Because, so I think that YouTube should continue to do this, because it inspire others who may not have been, other bloggers who may not have been invited. It will inspire them to work even harder, and then the ones that weren't invited, it will also inspire them to reach out, to other shows and other bloggers, so that they can build a bigger forum for themselves. So yeah, YouTube should continue to do this, and don't just have it in California. Bring it all across.
Yeah, bring it to Well, I would love for them to bring it to New York, because I could just take the train, because I hate the planes. Like that long, it was just long, long. Yeah. But I got through it. I got through it.
I hate flying to California. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
If they could do something that could make these planes fly a little faster, it wouldn't be that.
But the crazy thing is, they are flying fast, but it still takes a long time.
Then the layover. Then the long line.
Non-stop. But yeah. So last night I went to Rihanna's anti-show here in Philly. For those of you that don't know, shout out to the plug, Janice. She's a big Rihanna Navy, and she had these free tickets, and she originally invited me on Saturday. And I was like, no, the show's on Sunday, and I don't really do nothing. But whatever the case may be, I went. Kevin's nephew, Jeremy, came along too. We had a really good time. The show was really cute. It was a good show. There are some things to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of negatives to say. Because, like I said before, when I went to the Loud concert, Rihanna likes to have fun.
That was a party.
And that's when you're having fun, everybody's having fun. I think I probably prefer the Loud show a tad bit better than the Anti show. But The only negative I have to say about the anti-show is I didn't like how she was mixing her songs.
Yeah, Jeremy said that.
Like the way her songs, like she would be singing a song and then you would hear other songs intertwined with that particular song, and then you're trying to figure out, damn, what beat is that she's using. I didn't really like that too much because a lot of the mixing that she did didn't even go with the songs. It was like, just do your song and don't have all these other songs mixed in with it. I didn't really like that too much. What I did like, I actually loved how she came in. She came in from the back of the arena, and she came in. She started out on the B stage, and the B stage, you know how you have the main stage and then in the back is like that little pit where you have all the cameras and stuff? Well, that's how it was. And then I didn't notice it, but then they erected like this big giant cover that became a stage, and so you didn't see the cameras and stuff no more. You just saw this B stage that wasn't even there in the beginning. Well, anyway, the concert started, and then people were like, where the fuck is she at? And then you hear everybody screaming. I'm like, where the hell? And she's coming down from one of the pits on the lower level, and she's coming out in the back of it, and she's walking up to the pit, and she's walking up the steps, and she's singing, and she's on the B stage. And then that little bridge thing that comes down from the ceiling, she got on that, and it took her across, and then it stopped, and then she was just performing on that, and then it finally took her to the main stage. It was a really cute show, a really cute show. Some of the stuff I didn't quite understand, like some of the, like towards the end, I didn't understand the whole suds thing. Like she had this backdrop on stage, and it was all this like suds foam. Like, you know, you put a bubble bath and all this stuff, and that was coming down to the point, it was so much coming down that it started filling the stage. And I didn't understand that because she was performing song after song, and it was like, why is this suds here? Like, why is this suds?
But what was she singing about?
Nothing that had to do with suds. That's what I was trying to figure out. Why is that coming down? Like, I was like, why? It's confusing me. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me at all. I wasn't a big fan of the concerts. I mean, not the concerts, the costumes. I wasn't a big fan. But overall, the concert, it was a good show. It was a good show. It really was. She had fun. The crowd here in Philly had fun. It was just a fun show. Like, it really was a fun show. And to be quite honest with you, I probably in the future could see myself paying to go to a Rihanna concert.
I know that's right.
I could, because it was fun. This was my second Rihanna concert, and I had fun. I paid for the first Rihanna concert when we went to the Loud, but like I said, this one was a free. I could see myself doing that. And what I will give her credit on is after the show, when she went backstage, she mingled with different, like, because there was different people in my section that I knew who went backstage. Like, her different people had brought their friend, and she was in her sweats, and she was taking pictures with people and talking to them and stuff like that. And I really like that about her, that she's able to engage with everybody after the fact. Like, I really like that about her as I was watching the videos and stuff like that. But, and you know, I actually took up for her at work today.
What they say?
So, because all of Philly was at the concert last night. So
they were glammed the fuck up.
They were glammed, and your niece did the damn thing.
Really?
When she came to me, I said, Amber, bitch, that's how you do it, okay? If I had a body like that, I would do it too. But she really looked nice. Amber did that, okay? But anyway, she did it. That was my girlfriend. I was letting everybody know. Yes, that's my girlfriend, and she did it. Okay? And this one lady was like, oh, you look so cute here. I go, yes, I styled it. Mind you. And Amber just was smiling. And the lady was like, you did a good job. I was like, I know, thank you. Thank you. But she was simple, but it was just like, bitch, yes. It was plain and simple, but she was like, bitch, your whole look was yes. But anyway, back to what I was going to say. What was I talking about?
You defended Rihanna at work.
Yes. So I'm asking a few people at work, because, you know, all of Philly was there. So I'm like, did y'all go? And so this one girl was like, no, I ain't go. I don't really like Rihanna like that, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, you know, I feel you on that one. Like, I'm not a big fan of her. She was like, yeah, because, you know, she can't really sing like that. And I don't like the way she sound live. And I was like, well. I was like, I agree. But I said, she sounded good last night. There was a tiny, like some songs, it was like a little pitch, but I think the pitch had to do with like the way this, like it just was like the way, I didn't like the mixing of the songs, I just didn't. But other than that, like when it came time for her to hit those notes, she hit them and she stopped. And it was like, but she knew her limit. So I was like, yes, bitch, you did that.
Okay.
You did that. So I couldn't hate y'all. I couldn't hate. But yes, and the Rihanna Navy was very, very nice to me last night. I met a lot of Rihanna Navy, and a lot of them were coming up to me and was like, "Did you like the show?" It was almost as if they were waiting to see what I had to say. And a few of them was like, "Well, we can't wait until you do your review," because I was like, telling a lot of them, "Well, you just have to wait and see." But for overall, they were very nice. Like a lot of them came up to me after the show. Periodically, he was like, "Oh my God, you're here!" Like, I can't wait to hear what you gotta say. And I was like, "Yeah." But yeah. It was a really cute show. Like, I would say go see Anti, but I think that the next time she comes to Philly for a new album, I could see me going.
Or if she extends the tour, I would love to go. And the reason why I didn't go,
Can I just say this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
This was another negative, and I said something about this last night, and Jeremy tried to argue with me, and then I was talking to Amber today, and Amber said it before I could even say it, and I said, "See, I knew it wasn't me." The concert was short.
Really?
It was really only an hour and a half.
Rihanna!
Listen, she came on stage. The last time I looked at my clock, it was 9:17. 3 minutes later, 9:20, the concert started. 10:49, it was over.
Yeah, she shortened about 30 minutes.
10:49, it was over. It wasn't even 11 o'clock.
And she had a big crowd.
A huge
For
crowd.
someone that's
And I
not
dare somebody to tell
crowd.
me that I'm lying because I looked at my phone on both times that it ended and then it started. 10:49 it ended and 9:20 it started.
Come on, Rihanna, you could do a longer show than that.
I was like, wow. Because Janice said to me, "Oh, Mikkel, it's not going to be that long of a show," because I was like, because I got to get up early in the morning. And I'm thinking Janice is only just saying that just to get me to come. But she wasn't lying. It really wasn't a long show.
Well, how was the opening act?
I wasn't there for that, but I heard he fell off the stage.
Yes,
and I heard that
yeah.
he hurt himself really bad too. But I will also say this was another, I know I said I didn't have a lot of negatives, but this is another negative. But they're not major negatives. I didn't like her set list. Her set list was all over the place. Like, usually, and Jeremy said this too, usually with artists, you tend to hear them do a lot of their old songs and they wing their way into the new songs. Well, she started out with new songs, old songs, new songs, old songs, and it was like...
It was no
rhythm. Order. It was no rhythm. Like, one song she would do new, then two songs that were old, and then two songs it was new, and then one it was old. It was like it was no rhythm. Like, a lot of artists start off with their old songs and they go into the new ones. She was like, old, new, old, new, old, and it was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? How's this happening?
Was it party or sad?
No. It wasn't sad. It was definitely, and I mean, she definitely did her anti-album. I don't really know the album too well. I only know some songs.
It now.
So she definitely did her anti-album. She did. I mean, one of my favorite songs that I love to see her perform live is "I Love the Way You Lie." I just love that song. I think that was her second or third song she did. But it was just the set list. I didn't really care for the set list. I wish the set list was a little bit more in order than what it was. But other than that, like I said, I really, I enjoyed myself. I did, and other than the negatives that I said, I thought she did a good job, and I would really go see her. Huh?
I say shout out to the Navy.
Shout out to the Navy. Shout out to y'all. I give her hell on this show. But when I like something, I have to tell y'all that I like it. And I like it.
And if you are a Rihanna lover, tomorrow she will be receiving an award from Black Girls Rock. It comes on at 8 o'clock, goes off at, I believe, 10 or 10:30, and then Kelly Rowland's new show, Chasing Destiny, comes on. Now I'm going to try to review her show. I'm going to give this a chance. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited for her. But I know Frank is going to get those girls. He's going to tell them what they really need to hear, while she's going to probably be nice about it. But she needs to be kind of be a bitch on them too. I'll wait for tomorrow, and y'all get the verdict on maybe Wednesday or Thursday, or what I think of the show.
Yeah, with that.
Oh, what you was about to say? Because I was going to say, well, I didn't go to Rihanna's.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So y'all know last night, WrestleMania 32, Dallas, Texas. For a show that did not look good on paper, like with some of the wrestlers there, like you was like, I don't know about this. The show was excellent. And I mean, WrestleMania was fucking 6 hours yesterday. If you started from the 5:30 showtime, it was over 11:45. That's fucking 6 hours of wrestling, and so much was going on.
Where was it at?
In the AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys, where the Cowboys play.
Oh, in Texas.
Yeah, okay. So they broke the WrestleMania attendance record for 101,000.
I saw that it was a lot. I saw that it was a big arena, but I didn't realize it was the stadium.
Yeah, wrestling is just so huge, and I just want to say that I'm so proud that the WWE got rid of the belt called the Divas title, and that the women are no longer called divas; they are called superstars. Because it, like the way, just to shorten it up, like the way WWE used to do stuff, they would hire these models to become wrestlers, and they really wasn't wrestling like the old school wrestlers used to wrestle. But some have improved and some haven't. But they have this division called NXT where they build these girls from the ground up. Like, bitch, we gonna get y'all to really get it on. So they got rid of the Divas title, and they have a new women's championship belt, and those girls, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha, who was a cousin of Snoop Dogg, they fucking got that shit on last night. And I mean, these bitches flying everywhere. You don't know who's gonna get pinned, who's gonna submit. It was everything. It was everything. That was the best women's match in history of WrestleMania. That was the best. Triple H versus Ric Flair versus Roman Reigns. Everyone knew Roman Reigns was gonna win. But I hope that people try to warm up to him. Zack Ryder winning the Intercontinental belt, I was happy for him because he is someone who became big on his own without WWE, and they didn't like that. So they would give him dumb roles and shit like that. But, this shows that when you persevere, nobody can hold you back. So shout out to Zack Ryder, and his dad had the nerve to run in the ring. Like, bitch, I'm surprised security ain't take him down. But his dad ran in the ring. WrestleMania was just everything. I was not going to do a review for a 6-hour show. I can't. But it was just, for what you seen, from what the lineup looked like and from the actual show, the show was better than what was on paper. And then The Rock was there. John Cena came back. Undertaker versus Shane McMahon, that match was everything. Shane McMahon, you need to stop jumping off of shit, okay? Did you see, let me show you this.
Well, it's funny because there were 2 people on my timeline that were watching wrestling and posting stuff on wrestling on Instagram. You and O'Shea Jackson Jr. Ice Cube's son. He was there.
Okay.
I said, oh my God. If it ain't Kevin, it's him. And I mean, just as much as you was doing, he was doing. And I mean, he was having the ball. I said, wow.
Look at this.
What is he jumping? Who was he jumping on?
He was trying to get the Undertaker, but he moved.
Oh, wow.
Even the referees was jumping like, oh my God, like I hope he's okay. Shane McMahon, you're fucking crazy, but anything for WrestleMania. And something that I said yesterday on Twitter, some people probably thought it was shade, but it was not. That's why I had to say no shade, because I know what the fuck I said. That if you're in the ballroom scene, when it comes to WrestleMania, they have the best fucking entrances because they don't just do the regular shit. They be having people come out, they be dressed up, it'd be so dramatic. And I felt that, like, I think that if you're in the ballroom scene, you should probably go on YouTube and find some shit for inspiration. And I was like, I'm surprised that not even Beyonce has done anything from it. It was no shade at all. It was just Triple H. When Triple H always has the best entrances. Stephanie McMahon looked over. She had this speech, and she had this mask, and then she took it off, and then she went off, and then the game came out. It was just, it was everything. Stephanie, I don't know who the fuck y'all be working with, but y'all did that. So I would love to see like a concert open like that, because bitch, this is my concert. You are at my show, and man. That's how Triple H do. Like, bitch, I run this shit, and y'all here for me. And, it was just everything. But WrestleMania 32 definitely was a great show. And it was free. If you had the WWE Network, if you signed up for the first time, it's $9 a month. If you have children, well, $10 a month. If you have children, stop spending fucking $50 a month and get this shit for $10. It was great. And seeing Jacqueline go in to the Hall of Fame, I was just a little disappointed that her speech didn't go long because I wanted to hear about her struggles and becoming a women's wrestler. Like, I wanted to hear about her being a black woman and white, and it's so many white people. I want her to discuss that, and she didn't. She kept that shit short and sweet. Thank you. I was happy. Shout out to this wrestler, that wrestler, the fans, and I got my nice little ring, and I'm out. So yeah, that was my little WrestleMania thing. It was great. It was really, really good. I was surprised at how good it was. So Chris Brown has been going on these rants, and I mean it's nothing new. But there was this singer. I actually bought her album. They said it was a mixtape, but I bought it or whatever, and I really enjoyed listening to it. But I really didn't hear much after that. But I didn't know she had that many followers and shit. And she was nominated for a Grammy this year, and she was dating this guy Kyrie Irving, and I guess they broke up. But she previously used to date a guy named Party Next Door. So last week on Instagram, Party Next Door posted an Instagram post with Kalani's hand and his hand in the bed, saying like after all the shit we've been through, she found her way back and all of that stuff. So the internet went crazy.
This is for you, Janice, because Janice wanted us to talk about this.
Oh, really?
So this is for you.
So the internet went crazy, calling her all kinds of hoes, bitches, that women can't be true. I mean, they went off. And I just was like, you know what? Has anybody even heard her side of the story? And I was like, I'm sad to see her trending because allegedly she's cheating. Right. And I was like, it's so sad that if a woman cheats, there every nasty name in the book. When a man do it, it's just nothing. Oh, he just cheated, and that's it. They move on. He ain't shit. Blah blah blah. And she had deleted her Instagram and she had deleted her Twitter, and I'm just like, oh man, like I don't know, this ain't looking right. Like what's going on? So then, I seen that the next day, she had posted that she almost committed. Well, she tried to kill herself. And she had the IV in her arm and everything. I just don't know what made her want to do that. And I'm not gonna lie, like if you know that you weren't cheating, you know, why would you want to? Even though people saying all of these mean things, why would you want to do that? You can always defend yourself. But I've never been there, so I don't know. So I'm just honestly speaking. But Chris Brown, after she posted that, Chris Brown went on a rant that night, saying that, oh, this a fucking publicity stunt. She ain't trying to kill herself. You know, all hold this, hold that. Bitches be doing shit all the time, and when the men do it, it's just, you know, he was just going off. And I think it was very insensitive. Publicity stunt or not, when you hear about suicide, that is not the way to respond to it. And you are a public figure, and this is your response to that. So I heard that some female singers unfollowed him, and he was just retweeting what the people was saying.
Oh, Chris Brown?
Yes, about him or about them. He got more hits than them anyway. I'm like, this shit is all petty. And then I seen that Kyrie Irving was like, we weren't even together after this pic was posted. But you know, she had also posted, like, she also said that they were not together, and she said that Party Next Door is like her first love or her best love and all of that stuff. But she still has everything deleted. But my thing is, Chris Brown, we seen you go down a slippery slope 7 years ago, and you know, a lot of people weren't even here for you. A lot of people didn't even want you to have a second chance in this industry. So you of all people should not be coming down on judging nobody for what you claim to be, a publicity stunt. Because I mean, you beat Rihanna's ass in that car. And you know, I felt like, okay, we can't keep holding this against him. We can't keep holding this against him. But it seemed like every time you were always into something and doing something. And it was just, I question why you would do something like this. And this is a woman that we're talking about. Because you're friends with Kyrie Irving. But I haven't heard anything from any other friend of Kyrie Irving talking about this situation. Like, you don't have to do that. It's kind of like you mad she ain't give you no pussy or something for you to get and rant on her like that. And this had nothing to do with you at all. You could have mind your motherfucking business.
And mind it today.
Like Chris, man. Chris, I think you are the one that really needs to get that help. To just, and then you got fans that just don't care. Like, don't y'all want him to get himself together? How would you feel if you almost committed suicide and he'd like, fuck my fans, they ain't really trying to kill themselves and all of that stuff? Come on, Chris. You really have to get that shit together. And I feel bad for Kalani that she got popular because she allegedly cheated, which she didn't, instead of her music. Not for her music, but because of who she's fucking, or who she's back with, or who met. And then Party Next Door, you're not looking clean in this neither, because you up there posting pictures and stuff. Yeah, after all the bullshit we went through, she back with me. Like that's some bitch shit to even post that. So I just feel bad for her. I think she should get rid of everybody and get rid. Just clear your mind and come back when you're ready. Or maybe this is probably the industry, this is not for you. Because people are going to talk about you all the time. And you shouldn't be in that position to where you want to commit suicide because of what people have to say. People want to talk about you all fucking day long. Trust me, I know.
Okay? Ask me. Ask me. Do what I do. Don't pay attention to them. Don't read what they got to say. Don't watch what they have to say. It's null and void. But everybody's not as strong as each one of us. So.
Yeah, it's just I feel bad for her.
Everything that you said about the story, I totally agree. Everything that you said, we said at the house. We did, Janice. We were talking about this yesterday. You said you wanted us to talk about it, and we talked about it, and everything he said, we all said. So yeah. I don't have to say anything.
K.Michelle and Angela Yee.
Wait,
what's all this? Open the door.
I can't tell this is TV.
That's Richard.
That's your mom.
And Tippy Danny Ryan. Normal shit.
Yeah. Tim needs to ask her. She does.
You can close the door. Let's talk about shit. So, K.Michelle and Angela. So, damn it, Kevin. K.Michelle was a guest on The Breakfast Show. She was promoting her new album, More Issues Than Gold. So they're having, things seem cute or whatever, but you could tell before K.Michelle got on Angela Yee that the vibe wasn't right between them two. Like K.Michelle wasn't giving Angela Yee any eye contact. She would always just speak, like she'll reply, but in the microphone or whatever. So K.Michelle got upset with Angela Yee because first of all, Angela Yee is a woman. And Angela Yee was speaking about, I guess a conversation came up with Mano. I think that's Mano and some other guy. I don't know.
Mano and another rapper. Can I tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Well, there was a
Because I can drink some more.
talk. Mano and there was another rapper, Young something or whatever his name was. Really, no way. They were on the Breakfast Club and they were speaking about K.Michelle's private area,
Yeah.
whether it stinks or not. And I think the guy implied that, the other rapper implied that it did stink, and I think Mano followed up by laughing or saying something, whatever the case may be. It was a conversation that was had on the show. We all know that at the Breakfast Club, they talk about any and everything on it. They just have no filter. Well, K.Michelle's issue was that once the show was over and the credits or whatever were running, Angela Yee then continued to talk about K.Michelle's vagina to these two men, and they started talking or whatever the case may be, and she was basically, I guess, engaging more into the conversation, and it got K.Michelle upset. And K.Michelle, confronted Angela Yee on her show by saying, listen, I know this is what y'all do, this is a shock value show, I get it. She said, but you as a woman, to speak upon another woman's private area with other men, and then not only that, you're making jokes about it, but to go even further, she was letting her know that you are basically family to the label that I'm on, and you've been to several of my release parties, this, that, the third, and you do this to me. And Angela Yee, was defending herself. Well, I didn't bring it up, this, that, the third. And then they were going back and forth. And then Angela Yee said, well, you said this about so-and-so in the past. And K.Michelle said, well, I said this because of this. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you saying this, that, the third. Now, I was all here for K.Michelle. I was. And I still am. Okay, I don't want nobody to get confused because you're going to say what you have to say. Mm-hmm. I was all here for it. And the reason why I was here for it was because this. Whether K.Michelle, what she says about other celebrities or whatever the case may be, that was not the issue that she had. The issue that she had was with Angela Yee was you were speaking about something personal about another woman in her vagina area that should not, first of all, two men should not have been talking about. And you as a woman, you were speaking about it along with these men in a joking manner. Mm-hmm. Now, we all know that women are very sensitive when it comes to whatever on their body. They're sensitive when it comes to their hair. They're sensitive when it comes to their butts, their breasts, their face, their vagina. They're sensitive about it. And I totally get it. I got where K.Michelle was coming from. I got where she was coming from. Now, a lot of people didn't like the fact that K.Michelle confronted Angela on the show. And I would have to beg to differ. And the reason why I beg to differ is K.Michelle's vagina was brought up on the show. So then K.Michelle said, well, my vagina was brought up on this show, so I'm going to confront you on this show. Why would I confront you somewhere else when y'all spoke about my vagina on this show for millions of people across this country to hear? So since y'all spoke about my vagina for millions of people to hear, I'm going to confront you so millions of people can hear. A lot of people didn't agree that she did that, but I look at it as, listen, if you didn't agree that K.Michelle did it that way, then I guess you were just not that type of person that knows how to confront people. Because I'm going to say this. If someone said something about me being bald, let's just say for the sake of it, let's say that I had some type of disease that caused me to go bald or whatever the case may be, which is not true, but let's just say it was true. And somebody brought it up on their show, another blogger brought it up on their show and tried to make a joke about it. If I was then invited on their show as a guest, I would certainly bring it up to them on their show. Because I would let them know, I heard what was said about me on your show. So now I'm clarifying things on your show. Now you may not like how I'm clarifying it to you, but it has to be done because just like you don't like the way I'm clarifying it to you, I didn't like how y'all made it out to be a joke. Now, yes, I do agree with some people that says that she should have said something to Charlamagne and
yes.
I agree.
Yes.
She should have. She definitely should have. But again, I got exactly where she was coming from when she confronted another woman about women issues. Because see, as a man, I don't know what it's like to be told that my vagina stinks. I don't know what that's like. And I don't know about that feminine area. You and I know that women are very sensitive when it comes to their bodies. And so I was looking at it on a personal level, like, Angela Yee, you wouldn't want anybody to go on a show and say that your pussy stinks.
Yeah, but
and I don't want you to go on. I don't want you to say that about mine or to even make light of it. And like K.Michelle said, once the conversation was over, she said you were the one that brought it back up.
Yeah, and when she talked about it, this is my thing. Now I do think that K.Michelle was respectful.
Yeah,
the way she came. Yeah, she could have went on. She's
She
very respectful.
Very respectful.
Yes.
She did a lot of this stuff.
Come out.
She did a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But she was very respectful because K.Michelle could have really dug in that ass. Go ahead.
And first of all, I feel bad for K.Michelle that every time everybody mad at her or like they always tell me her pussy stinking. Okay?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know why, but they do that, and it's kind of been like a running joke for a long time.
But can you understand why she would be?
Yeah, and I will be upset, but see, this is my thing. Angela Yee, Charlamagne, and Envy, they all talked about it, and they all, they play your music. You're a guest on the show. I think you should have got them together collectively, because I think y'all have a good relationship from the conversation that y'all have every time you come to the Breakfast Club. It shouldn't have just been Angela Yee. No. And to defend Angela Yee, now when they talked about it, yes, it was a conversation that they were having, but then Angela Yee didn't say, would you still eat K.Michelle's box? She was talking about, women in general, would you still eat a woman's vagina area if it stinks? That's what she was saying. And that's why Angela Yee was like, I don't know what you're talking about saying that I brought it back up. She was just continuing, just like she went left and asked about a different woman, not K.Michelle.
Yeah.
And then he was saying, because he said that I would still eat K.Michelle's stinky ass anyway, and all this and that. So she was like, you would really go down on a nasty, like you eating a woman's vagina, like, that's how she brought it up.
Now, granted,
she didn't say K.Michelle.
Granted, she didn't say K.Michelle.
Yes.
But the topic was K.Michelle's stinky pussy. Was it not?
Yes,
so therefore.
But how you gonna get mad at one and not all?
Listen, I told you, I get it. K.Michelle should have called Envy and Charlamagne out. Yes, she should have. But as a woman, I went to you first. Because, no, Angela Yee did not say K.Michelle. She didn't. But she still brought the topic back up. And that's what K.Michelle was saying to her. When the topic was dead, you brought it back up by saying, well, would you eat a funky woman's
But it was
vagina?
kind of like, you know how they had like their little side conversation?
Yeah, but
it wasn't like, hey, would you still like, it was like, well, really like, it was like a side conversation.
That's why you should wait until the mic is on.
Hey, true.
Vice President Joe Biden has gotten in trouble about that. The mic is still on. Sometimes you need to wait until it's completely off. You know what I mean? And I get what you're saying. She didn't say K.Michelle, but also, do I have to say Chris Brown's name when I'm talking about a famous singer beating up another famous singer in the car?
No.
No. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I mean,
and we're talking on topic.
But if you want to get upset with somebody, you got to make sure that your name is being said. Because I always wait for my name, even when it's him.
But Kevin, they were just talking about her stinky pussy. So, like, now listen to this.
We need to stop.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you.
Oh.
I would agree with you if nobody ever said K.Michelle
in the beginning
about it.
Yeah.
And Angela Yee brought it up. Because then I would say, well, K.Michelle, why would you get upset with her for bringing that topic up? Nobody never said your name. But the point of the matter is, K.Michelle was a topic. And because she was a topic, then all of a sudden, once the topic was over, Angela Yee didn't say her name, but she brought that topic back up. So now, once it's gone, why are you bringing that back up? That's just like I said, if somebody was to talk about somebody with a head disease, and y'all talking about me, and, okay, listen, so let's just say for the sake of it, you and Dennis are clowning and saying, oh, Mikkel got a head disease, this, that, and the third, and, you know, and then all of a sudden, once the conversation is over, then Dennis will say, well, Kevin, would you date somebody with a head disease? Like, okay, why y'all bring that back up?
That's a good point.
It's a very good point. Because now, all right, I'm going to turn it on you.
Now we turn the topic off of you and talking about
no, but I'm going to turn it off. No, you didn't turn it off of me. You just took my name out of it. But you're still talking about the same topic. That's just like if somebody was to say...
I get it.
Oh, you get it?
I've been got it. I've been got it. But still, no name is said.
But it doesn't have to be said. You already... The topic
K.Michelle, look, K.Michelle, look, this is my thing. K.Michelle, you have to be secure in your pussy that it don't stink, okay? Don't be going up to no radio stations upset because of what was said or what the conversation was. We all know how you going to get. You going to curse them out like you call them that 40-year-old man and everything like that. We should just let it go. But to be like, no, I can't forgive her and all, that's petty. That's petty. Petty.
But I think, too, that it's... I get what you're saying, but at the same time, nobody wants
Angela Yee is doing her job.
No, and nobody said that nobody said that she wasn't doing her job. She was definitely doing her job. That's the type of show.
K.Michelle just felt some kind of way.
No, yeah, because
she's friends with the label, and I got an album.
But because let me tell you something. If I sat on this show and I went in on a personal rant like that to speak about, let's say, Beyonce's vagina. If somebody from Beyonce's label saw that, wouldn't you think somebody from her label would contact me and be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, but it's also, but see, you could, but you know what, Angela?
And you know why they would do that? You know why they would contact me? Because we look at you as a close part of this.
The show. But Angela Yee, I mean, K.Michelle, she didn't have to come for her at the show, but she did it.
Why not?
She didn't.
They talked about her vagina at the show.
I don't think she could have said, I don't think you could have brought, but I mean, you know she was ready to go in, and she did.
Because, all right, let's say this. Angela Yee may not have said K.Michelle's name at the very end, but Angela Yee was a part of that conversation at the beginning.
I think that everybody was.
Right. So, while I agree with you that she should have called out Charlamagne and Envy, she didn't. She called out Angela Yee. So there was nothing.
I just think that, because you know me, because I'm a technical person, if she didn't say your name, you can't get mad. Because she said you would really go down on a woman. Like, or would you go down on a woman?
Well, Donald Trump has never said that he's against certain things with blacks. But he ain't got to say that for us to know. Because if he's saying the shit that he's saying about Mexicans and Muslims, can you imagine what he's saying about us?
Yeah.
Well,
but see, let me tell you something.
He didn't say our names though.
Yeah, but you know what? When it comes to court wants proof. They don't want to say, oh, but you alluded to. They want to know. Angela Yee said K.Michelle asked that guy.
But they were already talking about K.Michelle on the show.
I get it. Let's not make a long situation.
Well, no, because I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, but you keep saying, well, because she didn't say her name, that's null and void. No, it's not. She was the topic before she even brought it back up.
Okay.
She was the topic. Yeah. I just think that sometimes if...
Go ahead.
You got to be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
Us as bloggers, as well as those, what do you call them? VJs or whatever they're called?
Vloggers?
No, Angela Yee and all them. They got to be prepared. DJs. They have to be prepared. Why do they have to be prepared, and why should we be prepared? We talk about people all the time on this show. We talk about people all the time on this show. Let's say for the sake of it, Rihanna. If we got Rihanna on this show,
girl,
and Rihanna sat and then brought up something that I said about her and confronted me about it, could I honestly get mad?
Only if she didn't know what she was talking about.
Well, if she knew what she was talking about, could I get mad?
Yeah.
And can you imagine if Rihanna confronted me, the comments that people would leave? Finally, somebody got his ass together. I'm glad she got him together. You see the point that I'm making?
Yeah.
So, K.Michelle did what people would expect Rihanna to do to me. She got Angela Yee. She said, you know what? I'm going to go not to the fucking horse. I'm going to go to the born master, the farmer. And I'm going to get him together. Because that's his horse. And all you other horses, Charlamagne and Envy, you going to watch how I get her together.
But I mean, see, a lot of people kind of like, it's kind of like, I think it's 50-50 when it comes down to the whole situation.
Yeah, it is 50-50 because a lot of people agree and then a lot of people don't agree. But I will say this, that us as DJs and bloggers, we are put out there. When we say stuff about people, we got to be prepared for if one of them ever comes to us one day, that they may confront us. You got to be prepared. And let me tell you something. I have been doing this for 8 years, and I can say this, that if anybody who I said something negative about on this show confronts me, I cannot get upset with them for confronting me. The only thing I can do is listen to them.
Brandy.
And then, prime example. Brandy confronted me on my show. Why? She could have confronted me on Instagram. She could have confronted me on Twitter. She could have confronted me on any social media. But she waited until she got on camera on this show to confront me. There's nothing that Brandy did there was nothing that K.Michelle did that Brandy did different. They both confronted somebody who said something about them on their show.
She's like, this bitch better not try to go in on me on camera because she ain't want to know Wendy Williams Charlamagne show.
And I guarantee you this, K.Michelle will come back to the Breakfast Club. But you'll know, don't try me.
Yeah, but and then she didn't even take it. I just think that once K.Michelle got her point across, I think it should have been okay, you know.
Yeah, but Charlamagne brought it back up.
And he could apologize for making her feel that way. I think that both of them as women, they could have smoothed this over. And K.Michelle's being petty about, oh, I'm not ever speaking to her again and all. Now that's petty.
Now, what I will say this, I'm glad you mentioned the apology. Because I think that as somebody who you are, this is your show. And if a guest of yours comes on your show and tells you that you made them feel some type of way as far as uncomfortable, I think as the host of the show, it is your responsibility to apologize to them. Just like when Brandy came to me and said that I felt I made her feel some type of way, I apologized to her. I think that Angela Yee should say, you know what, I didn't, but because you feel this way, I apologize to you. That would have been a very, very good thing on Angela Yee's part. Because it would show that listen, I'm above all this. I'm going to show you how professional I can be. You coming at me, but I'm going to apologize to you because I'm the host and you're the guest. And I think that with any case, that's how it should be. I apologized to Brandy when she told me on my show that I made her feel some type of way. And I think that Angela Yee should have did that for the sake of you are the host, so therefore apologize to your guests.
Because all this, I don't know.
Yeah, all that, I don't know. And then what it made it worse for Angela was when she started saying, well, you said this about so-and-so, and you got mad when so, and it's like, come on,
because
Angela.
she was talking about, because K.Michelle was coming from the place of, because as women, we shouldn't do that.
But I think that Angela Yee, while she may have been right in what she was saying to K.Michelle about her saying stuff, I think Angela Yee totally missed the point of what K.Michelle was trying to tell her. But again, I can't be the mouthpiece and the brains for other people. I can only worry about what's going on the Scorpion show, because they don't pay me to worry about what's going on the Breakfast Club. They just pay me to talk about what happened on the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Okay? So listen.
Shout out to the advertisers.
Shout out to the advertisers.
Wait, okay, so speaking of Brandy, this is the last topic of the day. Brandy is suing her record label for the right to record music. Shout out to Brandy Daly, because she was like, I know you was in LA, but this is a sad situation for Brandy. Please make sure that you talk about it. So I'm going to read this story. I'm not reading one for Rolling Stone, because Rolling Stone ain't really getting to everything. So it says, Brandy is taking her record label to court. The R&B songstress has filed suit against Chameleon Entertainment Group for $1 million, claiming that the New York-based label refused to let her drop new material as a way to get her to sign a new deal with Epic Records. In the suit, it says that the 37-year-old says that Chameleon owner Breon Prescott forced her to sign with Epic and release music through Chameleon so he can double his profit. According to Courthouse News Service, she is asking for $1 million in compensatory damages plus punitive damages for intentional interference with contract, interference with business relationships, and business law violations. Prescott owns and operates Defendant Chameleon and is employed full-time by Epic Records and head of Urban A&R. The new recording and distribution deal that he is trying to force Norwood to sign is with Epic, which allows him to double dip. If Prescott can force Norwood to sign the deal, he will profit both as an owner of Chameleon and through bonuses and benefits he will get from Epic Records. So this says the suit also calls a blatantly unlawful attempt to bully Norwood into signing a new recording and distribution agreement containing far worse terms than her current agreement, which she is locked into. I'm gonna stop reading, but she's locked into a 5-album deal with Chameleon, and she already released one album, which was 211, and that was under the RCA umbrella, which they're no longer distributing her album. So they feel like, bitch, you still got 4 more albums with us. So you're going to sign this deal with Epic or whatever. And Brandy's like, hell no. You already own a label and then you work for Epic. So you're going to get 2 checks and I ain't going to get nothing. And I'm going to just be singing and slaving for y'all. Hell no. So I feel bad for Brandy. So what Brandy is saying is, I'm terminating my lease with y'all. I want the judge to just confirm that I don't have anything to do with y'all. So that's why she's taking them to court in LA. And I feel bad for musicians when they get into this. First of all, Brandy, I'm just a little upset that you did a 5-album deal with a label, because these days music is crazy. Like the music industry will be different, and the way Brandy released her albums, the way they set up, they be like every 4 years. So you saying like that's like 20 years dealing with this Chameleon Entertainment Group. Who no, I would probably do like a 2 or 3 album deal and do them and release them yearly. From the label standpoint, because these music labels, they always trying to get over on people, and then they didn't want to pay for Brandy to. They didn't even want to pay for Brandy to record her second album. So now it's like, bitch, this is my money. This is how I make my money, doing songs and shit. So I can't make no money if you're not paying for me to record and get a new album out. So she's like, I'm done with y'all. I got to get out this situation. And I hope that Brandy, I don't know if she's going to get $1 million, but I do hope that Brandy is able to get out of this contract so she can make music because her fans are waiting. Her fans are waiting for this music. Like 5 albums, that is crazy. I would only do probably 2 or 3. 2 or 3 albums, then let's see how the first album, or maybe let's see how the first album go, and then let's negotiate for more albums to come in the future. I think that's what some artists should do, not just do a big 5 deal, because Kesha is the same, is like in the same situation. But she's claiming that she was abused by Dr. Luke, that he raped her and all of that stuff.
And that's a whole nother.
I know,
that's
but
like,
see that, and she's like, why would I record albums for you?
Yeah.
And bitch, no. So then she's like, I can't make no money because I'm not gonna pay nobody that raped me, and she can't get out the deal. And Tony's like, no, you're gonna have to. You owe us this. You know, we want our money. So it's bad. It's a bad situation, and that's why these artists really need to make sure before they sign it. Just like she's not signing that fucking deal. Like you gotta be sure what kind of deal you are in. And somebody like Brandy should not be on no chameleon and like that. We talking about Brandy Norwood, someone that's been in the game for 20 years. Over 20 years. Probably 25 years. This is a long ass time.
Thea.
Yes. Danisha Mitchell. Not Mitchell. That was Moesha Mitchell.
Danisha Mitchell.
Danisha.
Don't say it too loud because you ain't like when I said it.
He was like, people forever, let me stop. Yeah. But yeah, so I hope.
I did one thing the other day. Okay. Excuse the fuck out of
Yes. But I want Brandy to do it all.
This is heretical.
You know, so I really, listen, this is a fucked up situation to be in. And for all of you future people that want to be in the music industry, pay attention to every deal that you sign or what they put in front of you. It could be because most of the time they give you bad deals anyway. And I just feel bad that Brandy locked herself in a 5-album deal with this group. And I mean, yes, they had an RCA distribution and that didn't do so well. But you know what? I'm getting so mad because somebody like Brandy, like, promotion should be top notch. Songs, videos, albums, tours.
Everything should be top notch.
Like and Monica in the same situation. The Cold Red situation. Like ain't nobody talking about Monica album. Ain't nobody listen to her music on the radio. It's like, what is going on with our R&B girls? What is going on? So Brandy, I hope that the judges see it for you. Because if not, then damn it, you just gonna have to do what you have to do. She ain't gonna have no choice.
Well, listen. Speaking of albums,
yes, Beyonce's album just dropped.
Where the fuck, Beyonce? Listen. Today is April 4th. I thought that you would, I mean, and you still have a few more hours to do that. But Beyonce, let me just say something. Your Formation Tour starts on April the 27th, which gives us 3 weeks to learn new material from you. I need for you to stop playing, and I need for you to stop playing today. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to get my life, but I'm going to be very upset if I walk into the Lincoln Financial Field on June 5th and there's no new material other than Formation. Now listen. You are an artist that can sell out arenas and now stadiums with no new music. You've proven that. But that does not mean that you should continue to thrive off of it. I need for you to stop playing and release this damn album. It's been 3 years since you released your last album. Stop playing with me. Actually, 2.5 years.
Yes,
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Let me tell you something.
And stop playing with me today. Okay? Because we're not hearing from you. We're not seeing you. We know that you're working. We know that you're getting ready for this tour.
Yeah, I heard she got new.
But I have not heard any new music other than Formation. And I don't want to go to this concert and not hear any new music, Beyonce. I want you to stop playing with, I don't care about those other people in the Beehive. I want you to stop playing with me. And stop playing with me today. Because I spent a lot of money for that ticket.
And didn't even give me a ticket.
Who? Oh, see the way my bank account set up? On my bank account it says Raquel. Just like on yours it says Kevin Simmons.
Oh, all right.
It's okay.
Let's not get that information.
Let's not ever get that confused, okay? Ever.
But look, I'm excited for a new album from her.
Because you will be there.
Drops. Huh?
You will be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, and Beyonce better not try.
Because I'm working on that.
And release a new album tomorrow. Like, no.
Let her release it tomorrow, just as long as she releases it before April 27th.
No, bitch. Let Kelly have her day of destiny.
That. Well,
do
listen.
that.
Well, Chase of Destiny and Beyonce's album ain't got nothing to do with each other. Those two different
Don't
formats.
do that.
One is television, the other one is music.
Hey.
Okay?
She's known to do that.
Well, hey, listen, hey. Don't.
Let me stop for I get an email. So what the fuck you trying to say? I'm just gonna say that, sometimes stuff happens.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, this lady needs this stuff. I gotta make sure. I think I still do have it. I'm gonna call her.
Let's wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching the new video. If you did not subscribe, I hope that you clicked that subscribe button by now because you watched it all this way through. Tonight is the premiere of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh wow!
At 8 o'clock.
Well, then it's time for me to go because I have to go home and eat and everything. Take a shower. Come on, it's time for me to go.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to that. But tonight is also WrestleMania, the day after the fallout.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. We gotta go.
Yes.
But we'll see y'all Thursday night with the new video. Y'all be good. Peace.
Oh, I feel so bad. I think I still have something.